All right, so Buccaneers season 2, we are in for a ride. I am so excited to be covering this on the channel. We have waited 2 years for this show, but I have to be completely honest for you. I personally have not been waiting 2 years for this show because I just discovered this show like a couple of weeks ago, and I am finally on the train. I understand the hype. I understand why everyone, actually, not everyone. I take that back, not everyone, because I think this show needs more of a following, and I am here to start that following on YouTube. So, guys, if you're excited about the Buccaneers, please click that subscribe button, click the like button, because I'm gonna be covering the whole of season 2 on this channel, and I can't wait every week to be here with you guys and discussing all of the craziness that is about to ensue. Because if we do a quick little recap here. So, Nan married Theo, not out of love, out of convenience, to save her sister from being with her basically abusive husband. So, yeah, she let her sister go with the love of her life guy to take care of her, and they have left to the countryside, and yeah, she decided to marry Theo so that she could be more in power in order to help her sister escape once her husband does find out that she is gone. So yeah, that's gonna be a shit show. I'm so excited to see where we start off with. I'm excited to see kind of what the repercussions of this is gonna mean, right? She's gonna have to become this actual Duchess. She's gonna have to play this role. What's gonna happen when Theo finds out that, like, yeah, she doesn't love him and then she's just with him for convenience? Now, I have a feeling that, you know, maybe she's gonna try to love him and try to be with him, but in the end, Theo's gonna win. Theo's not the winner. I'm sorry. Theo is not the winner. At the end, it's gonna be Guy. He's gonna come in hot. He's gonna come in. He is the love of her life. And if anything in season 1 showed us, it showed us that Guy is her guy. He is. And I know there is a lot of talk out there. There's a lot of Team Theos out there. And I hate to burst your bubble. I am not Team Theo. I am Team Guy all the way. So if that is not your thing, sorry. But these are fun times. These are fun times. I love talking with other people and hearing their perspectives. That's what the internet's for. It's not for negativity. We don't do negativity here, right? We are keeping it positive, and everyone just sees things very differently, and that is completely okay. I have a TikTok, and everybody's always on there being like, no, Team Theo. And I'm like, guys, I don't care if it's Team Theo. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to be Guy. The show has set us up to say that it is Team Guy. So what is the point of making all of this fuss when we all know she's gonna end up with Guy anyway? It's kind of like the whole Team Conrad and Team Jeremiah. Yes, I might be more Team Jer than I am Team Conrad, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be going crazy on the social medias being like, no, it has to be Jer, it has to be him. No, it doesn't. It's gonna be Conrad. It is. As much as I like Jer, I know it's gonna be Conrad, and that's fine. I love Conrad as well. But anyway, I've talked enough. I've jabbed enough here. Let's get into today's reaction. The heartbeat. Cause they're married. Oh my God, shit show. It's gonna be a crazy show. Oh my God. The heartbeat. You know what you have done. You know.
If Nan finds out that we lied again, lied worse, she'll never forgive us. How could she? We'll lose her.
Uh-oh, cause the mom is here. But I don't even know, like, has the mom met her, I guess?
Nice hat.
Leighton Meester. So she clearly knows her, but like, so, all right, we're gonna need a back thing about this. So we're gonna need a backstory for this, because how does the mom know what she looks like? Because I thought she didn't know who she was, but I guess she did know who she was. So this should be interesting. The Buccaneers.
I can't do this.
Listen to me. Nan, listen. We got Ginny away. We did it. You did it.
What about Theo? I can't just lie to him my whole life.
True.
He loves you. He will take care of you. So you just have to make this work.
But what about Guy? All the girls. Girl friendships, girl womanhood. Empowerment! Look at them all holding hands. I have to say, the continuity in this is really good. It almost seems like they filmed this episode at the end of the other one. Like, the hair is the same. Everyone looks perfect. Like, they just filmed it. Like, the story never ended kind of thing.
Did you not receive your invitation? We sent one, of course.
I heard Nan found out.
And there she is, just walking towards you.
Did you tell her I'm her?
Mother, have you seen Theo? No, oh, is that him over there? Does look like him.
Are you going to introduce us?
Well, that's awkward.
You remember, I told you? Aunt Nell, my sister.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were attending.
She didn't, nobody.
I haven't seen you since I was...
Tiny. You were so tiny.
She did not just say, this is my sister. Oh.
We need to talk. Wait for me out front. I'll see you there.
It's gonna be a shit show. It's just a whole bunch of secrets happening at once, basically, right now. Her secret to Theo, the mom's secret to Theo, the mom's secret to Nan, that's her mom. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, that was a bit that was a bit much. That was a bit much.
I will get Jenny away. I will keep her safe. I will also neglect to tell Theodore who I found in your room last night. You have two jobs.
I won't tell Theo that you slept with his best friend the night before. And yes, I understand everybody thinks that was shitty, but this is a freaking romantic drama. What did we expect?
I decide what comes next.
There has to be stakes, y'all. How boring would it have been if they didn't finally get together, right? Come on, guys. It's a show. It's a show.
Lizzie, I don't suppose you've seen Nan.
She was here a moment ago. It's a lovely party, the dancing and the drinks.
The Lizzie Theo, and I think this guy's name is Hector from the books or something.
Hector Robinson.
Yep, Hector, I was right, yeah. Oh, he's a handsome fella.
It's considered we've had fun, haven't you?
Who are these people? The parents.
I'll lie down, I think, before we're forced to rejoin the wretched wedding.
That was a first. We've never seen that happen before. Parents showing some sort of emotion.
I mean, the mother thing is a blow. It's a blow. Not gonna lie to you, but it's our blow.
Oh, look at them dancing in secret. It reminds me of Bridgerton. With Brimsley. When he was still... For those who watch Bridgerton, you know who I'm talking about. That broke my heart. Brimsley was dancing with himself. Oh.
I don't know what to do. I made a terrible mistake. I've married the wrong man.
Nan is hiding from you for a reason, sir.
I think I just needed to tell a stranger. Not that you're obviously family, but we hardly know each other. More importantly, you're not my mother.
Well,
When a decision is made for every right reason in the world, you just have to stop regretting it and get on with making the life you chose a life you can learn to love. And you have loved him.
I believed so.
Nan.
Nan! I was looking for you.
Will you stay the night?
Oh,
Please.
no, I don't.
Mother will never forgive me.
interesting. They've really revved this up where they're like, okay, let's put them in a room together. Let's have them chat. Let's have them connect. Because then at one point, we all know that shit's going to hit the fan. And it's not going to hit it nicely. There is landscaping. That is beautiful, though. I think this is in Scotland, I think. It's beautiful.
I'd convinced myself you wouldn't come.
Well, she
haven't known left from right.
was not gonna come, but some other shit went down, so.
Marrying you is the best decision I ever made. This is where I'm supposed to be.
I think I understand the little point of like what I think it's her acting. I really think it's the actress that plays Nan that I don't like her acting too much because I get very confused. I could tell she likes, like, she loves Guy, but then she's like, oh, I was supposed to marry him. And then like 3 seconds later, she's like, oh, but I'm having a great time with this guy now on screen. It just, I feel like it's, oh. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh no, never mind. I take back everything I said. She's imagining that she's with Guy. Oh no. Please don't call his name. Don't say his name. Oh no.
Girls helped me get her in a carriage before the wedding. I don't even know where she's heading.
I wish you told me before.
Wait.
About Seaton and what he was doing to Ginny.
I only knew myself this morning. Just had to get her out.
Won't you be frightened all alone? She's safe, I'm sure.
Oh, she told him, but she didn't tell him about Guy. Whoa, wait. They should have made that longer. That was way too short. It was cut. Shouldn't have been cut. Why'd they cut the scene?
He doesn't treat me with respect.
Well, that's not new.
Okay, well, now's what I've decided.
Now there's a duchess in the family to protect your reputation.
Maybe I did blame you more than Tracy, but he's a man. Tempted every day of his life. I expected. But what I expected of my sister is that she would stay out of my husband's bed.
Oh, that's actually her sister. I thought that was just a lie. No, that's actually her sister. Oh.
She's still so young. Really only a child.
Nan is a year older than I was when your husband took me to his bed.
Ooh. Ooh. Damn. I'm surprised we actually haven't seen the husband like freaking out looking for her. I love that we haven't seen that yet. We're like 20 minutes in and we still haven't seen that. What, 20 minutes in? How far on in are we? Yeah, 20 minutes in. Oh, there's Guy and Ginny.
I've talked to her. She smiles like I do. I felt how it feels when she puts her hand on my...
She's like, I don't want to be her aunt. I want to be her mom.
I can't stand to be with her and have her not know.
It's understandable. Like, she can't expect her sister to be like, okay, fine, I'll just be her aunt now.
Good morning, Your Grace. This dress has been selected.
So begin the Duchess duties. Girl didn't even shower, and they're like, okay, time to put your clothes on. She hasn't even showered. They're like, you just woke up, time to put you in your corset, time to not breathe. Welcome to being a Duchess. That's hilarious. Oh my God, I'm dying. It's so funny.
Why didn't you tell me last night about your father?
Because you were celebrating.
Oh, these two. I was like, who are they?
We're so close to leaving a sinking ship. Now we've become the captains. I'm so sorry.
Dickie, none of this is your fault.
Oh.
Particularly an American prone to attracting attention. Must keep her eyes low and her profile lower.
Oh, it's gonna be only a matter of time before she snaps and she's like, I am not gonna be obedient. I am not gonna be living this life. There's gonna be a breaking point. This is so silly. I'm so sorry about what happened with Guy. Girl, you're not sorry. You're not. Like, I'm sorry. You're not. You love the guy. This is so stupid. Oh my God. I get so mad.
Your wedding in New York was the definition of a love story.
Cora has a scrapbook of every canapé you chose.
I don't.
She does.
Oh, she's gonna make friends. Make friends.
These people, I am but the daughter of a grocer. And as for connections in London, I have none at all.
Well, now you've got one.
Oh, making friends.
If only James were here.
Would James know what to say?
No, of course not. But he'd be able to pass me a sherry.
Where is James? We haven't, like, he just disappeared.
Though I do enjoy dancing quite a lot, but I wanted us to talk.
Well, then we know what's required. We must dance properly, and we must talk.
He's a handsome fella, Mr. Hector. Hector's a little, he's got a nice mustache.
Lizzie.
Lizzie, I'm Hector.
Robinson?
Well,
she is more, I hate to say it, but Lizzie is more entertaining to watch than Nan is. And I even think the first season, like, I liked her story as well, even though it was a little bit sad. Like, I did like her.
We'll get some money for the horses.
And pull the carriages ourselves.
The paintings, then. If we auction those,
No,
then
my
we...
dead body.
Well, sir, you will be dying soon.
Oust some tenants?
Mother.
Listen, we will all be ousted, all of us. How have you people avoided selling up before?
We solved our last crisis with a rich American.
She's like, bitch, did you marry me because I was rich?
Father, if there's anything you...
Wow, they made the dad look real sickly. Real sickly. It's only a matter of time before he departs our show. Just the amount of time.
I have to go home just in case she tries to make contact in New York. Of course. The minute you need me, I will turn around and set off right back here.
Patty, what on earth are you doing?
I gotta hate that.
I am sorry I told you a week ago that I wanted a divorce.
Well, of course you are, but sweetheart, you're woolly-headed.
I should have told you 2 decades ago.
How long has it been? How long ago did you fall out?
Oh, I don't know, look, 19 years?
19 years ago. That's a really long time to not have a sister. Welcome back to the family, Aunt Nell.
Actually, I wasn't sure if it was 18 or 19, but I guessed it correctly. And she knows deep inside that there's a connection.
Your Grace.
I hardly know what a duchess is.
Oh, I believe you're still Nan. Take ownership of this castle, please. Paint it scarlet.
Haha! Because she's gonna be we're just gonna wear that red dress one day. I can't wait for that scene. I'm so excited.
I'm so proud of you.
It is funny though because
Eleanor, are you certain you packed absolutely?
the actress Nan looks more like the mom, not Leighton Meester, but like her like Patty. She looks like Patty. I feel like this episode was more about Patty and Nell than anybody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. First of all, okay, but what, that doesn't necessarily say, it doesn't mean anything. You just found his coat.
How long has it been?
My understanding is Guy's gone. He left right after New Year's Eve to travel the world.
Which will surely require a coat.
Guy's a well-dressed young man. It's my suspicion he has more than one outer garment.
I mean, it is just a coat. There, like, he literally could have left it there, like, who knows how long ago, but obviously it's gonna start to set suspicion in his mind. Lord Seaton, what? What does it say? What does it say? Lord Seaton still missing. Oh, Lady Seaton still missing, dead or mad. I mean, it would take forever for them to get whatever. Like, it would literally take them forever, right? Oh, there he is. Just showed up out of the blue. Sir, how did you get here? I love this. I love shows like this sometimes where I'm literally like, guys, really? Really? Where'd he come from?
Explain how sorry I am for how she felt.
For how she felt? You covered her body in bruises. You're despicable.
You know, I'll find her. I'll give her your love, shall I?
Creepy. I have to say, though, he's really good at playing the part. And if there's something I'm good at, acting is my thing. All right, they made it somewhere. What are they? It's like Portugal or something? Where is this? Ooh, the reflection in his eyes.
But Seaton's here. He's here. He says he's going to find her, and I can't protect her if I don't know where she is.
I'm protecting her.
What about when she comes home?
She's not coming home, bitch. That's what she's trying to tell you.
Some more fascinating story will come along to knock Jenny from the headlines. Now go and show the world how you intend to behave.
She's like, I will not be wearing fucking black, bitch. Oh my God, is this where she wears the red? Is this the moment she's gonna wear the red? Oh, she's gonna show up in red. Yes, oh my God. Okay, so that preview did not show us anything. She was like, F you bitches. I am never wearing black. Black me? She said, I'm the Duchess. I'm gonna run things how I wanna run them now. Duchess in red. He's like, oh man, she probably looks so good in red. That was an interesting episode. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we just finished watching The Buccaneers Season 2, Episode 1. And overall, I think this episode pretty much was like every first episode of any season. It's a little bit slow, but it ends with a grand reveal or something happening in order to then set up the rest of the season. Also, the first episode of any season also always kind of shows like a lot of what the preview showed us. So I wasn't expecting to see the big reveal with the big red dress so early on. I thought that was going to be later on, but that was such a big focal point of the trailer for the season that I was really surprised that they kind of just showed it already. So a lot of what we saw there kind of already happened. We saw the whole, Theo's mom, the lady, I guess, the old Duchess, the lady now, was like, just saying like, hey, you have to be a Duchess now. Everything that happened before last night doesn't mean anything. And a lot of that was also in the preview, and we kind of got all those scenes. We got the scene with Theo and Nan, I guess. I couldn't really tell if they were just like making out or if they actually like consummated their relationship. Like, I have no idea what actually happened on the beach, but I did find it really interesting that right before that happened, I was like saying like that I was very confused on how she was feeling, and then they had her kissing him and she was thinking of Guy the whole time, and I was like, okay, so everything has been, it was pretty obvious that clearly she is still very much in love with him and not Theo, and she was thinking of Guy the whole time, which is kind of sad. But I do really want to talk about the Theo and Nan scenes in this episode because I felt like they were incredibly rushed. There was a lot of scenes in this episode that were like, it's almost like they kind of like cut it because they needed it runtime. Like they're like, okay, we can't go over 45 minutes, so we need to chop we have to cut this conversation in like half, because I found like every single time that they were talking, it was always just kind of like they were talking and then next thing you know, the scene was over. And it was like a minute, it was like 30 seconds. And I was like, wait, what was the point of that scene? Like what really, really annoyed me, I think the most out of what they did there was the scene where I guess Nan has told Theo about her sister leaving, is the part that I don't understand. Like, okay, how did we get to this conversation? Like, why did she bring it up? It felt very out of place that like they were like making out and then all of a sudden like it cuts and then it goes to another scene, it comes back and they're both fully clothed, have their clothes on, and then they're just like, she's just midway in conversation telling her about a sister and he's just like, oh, I wish you'd have told me. I'm like, wait. That should have been a full-on conversation, and the fact that they kind of just threw it in there was really weird to me. It was either that they had a longer scene and they cut it, or they realized, oh, maybe we should have something where she tells him, and then they just added that scene. I don't know, it was just like really, really badly timed. I felt like it didn't really make much sense, to be completely honest. I also want to talk about Nan, the actress, as a whole in this episode. And I think overall in last season, like, she's not my favorite to watch, unfortunately, which sucks because she is the lead of this show and she's the main love story that we're really following. But I just find Lizzie's story so much more compelling. I find the actress so much more endearing to watch. I'm really looking forward to her love story with Hector and possibly with Theo. I know that is a lot of things. That is something that a lot of people have been throwing out right now, is that Theo and Lizzie are going to have a little something based on the preview. A lot of people have been breaking down that trailer where it looks like she's running away and she might have slept with him. I don't really know. They kind of set it up a little bit by having them kind of have a little conversation to introduce Hector, who is, I think, guy she's probably gonna be marrying or something like that. But I don't know, I just find her story so much more compelling. She's so much more fun to watch. I don't know, I just think she's really great. And the actress that plays Nan, and I don't know if it's necessarily the actress or the way that they are writing this character, but I did not like that, like the whole beginning of the episode, she's kind of looks like she's fine. And I don't know, it's just the way she played it was kind of, there wasn't a lot going on in her face, and then all of a sudden she like runs out and she's just like having a panic attack. She's like, oh my God, look again. But it didn't seem like she felt that way at all while walking around. She's kind of like smiling at him. Like, yeah, I guess their way of kind of showing that she might have like some sort of panic attack at some point is hearing the heartbeat when the episode is beginning. But I just felt like, I don't know, I wasn't buying it. I did not buy it, and that's never good. You want to buy it, and I felt like it was, maybe the actress wasn't selling, I don't know, but something was off, and I felt very disconnected from her at that point, and it shouldn't feel that way. It made me feel connected to Patty and what's her name? Nell, or Aunt Nell, I guess. So I thought it was funny because I thought that Patty was just making it up that was her aunt or that was her sister. And I'm like, oh no, actually it's her sister. So I thought that was a very cool reveal, finding out that Patty's younger sister is Nan's mom. I loved that connection to the family because then Patty's more kind of still just gonna be like the aunt to Nan now, right? Even though she wasn't her mom, she's still gonna be an aunt, who an aunt can be almost like a second mom to you. So I liked that they kind of did that instead of it being like some rando, right? It's just like they're still in the family in some way, which was a nice little reveal to have. A lot of this episode really, really concentrated more on that relationship, more on than Nan and Theo's relationship or anything, right? Or Nan's struggles, right? The only struggle Nan had in this episode was just kept asking like, where's my sister? Where's my sister? Where's my sister? And that's all that happened. And I was kind of like, I don't know. And then also like, I felt, even though I loved the reveal with the mom, with the dress at the end, I also felt like it was a little bit sudden. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like there was no build up to it because the whole time she was just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be a duchess. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna follow suit, right? And I wish I saw a little bit more from the actress, from Nan, that there is a little bit of like a kickback. Like, but I don't want to do that or something, right? But instead it was kind of just like at the end when she finds out that Theo's mom, I don't know what I want to call her. The lady, I forget. I don't know what I should call her. I really have no idea. But anyway, that woman, Theo's mom, I'm just gonna call her Theo's mom. So Theo's mom to me feels very much like that was just because the mom was like, yeah, so you're not gonna see your sister again, kind of. When she told her that was like her being like, okay, fine, then I'm not gonna wear a black dress because Aunt Nell told her, you know, we're Scarlet. And I loved that because the moment she said we're Scarlet, I knew that that was gonna come back when she wore the dress. I just didn't think it was gonna happen at the end of this episode, so I was really surprised by that. But anyway, to bring it all back together, basically I felt that like the moment felt a little bit rushed, just a little bit. I wish I saw a little bit more of a resistance, at least over an episode or two, for then her to be like, fuck this, y'all can kiss my ASS, right? I was waiting for that to happen more, and I felt this episode didn't rev it up enough to get there. So yeah, that's where I felt like the episodes were moving. It was moving a little bit too quickly for me, like the scenes. I needed to like sit in it a little bit longer, kind of, and that brings it back to how I felt with Aunt Nell and Patty having their conversation, finding out exactly, you know, what happened, how it was that she left Nan behind, and that whole backstory. I loved having, you know, the next morning, Patty just being like, hey, let's mend our relationship, you know, and then leaving together, and her revealing to Nan that it had been 19 years, you know, kind of like a little bit of a hint. You know, I felt more connected to that storyline than to anything else because that's what the show was really focusing on. And I don't know if it's just because they just kind of wanted to get it out of the way and be like, all right, we have Leighton Meester for one day, so let's just film everything we can, and then it all ended up being in the first episode. I don't know if that's necessarily what it was, but I just felt like I was more connected to that storyline than to what was going on with Nan. And then we barely saw any Guy in this episode. The only thing we saw was him at the end with Ginny getting to wherever it is they are. It looks like they're like in Spain or Portugal or something. Gave those vibes. Him just being like, okay, yeah, me and my wife, thank you. You know, they're pretending to be married and they're somewhere now. And him seeing the newspaper that says Lady Duchess in red, you know, things like that. Like, that was the only thing we saw. And I was like, oh man, I wish we saw a little bit more, but they just couldn't add too much more of him. So I know episode 2 is probably going to be very heavily focused on Guy. It'll probably be, the way I'm thinking that the next episode there might be some sort of time jump, maybe a couple of months, because I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be writing to her. Maybe we'll find out, maybe Theo will find out about what happened with Guy. And that's another thing that happened in the episode, which I wanna quickly, you know, talk about, was the whole, why is Guy's jacket here? Now, it is a big, you know, you're casting a big net there, right? I guess that's kind of what I want to say, casting a big net. Because, okay, yeah, his jacket's there, but the mom also made it seem like, yeah, well, he's always around. He's always been here. Like, he'll be fine. It's just a coat, right? It's just a coat. But I feel like that is kind of laying the groundwork for his suspicion going forward, like still being like, well, why was his jacket here? That's still weird. I still think he's gonna hold that and that's gonna come back around at some point. I just feel like it will be. But I'm hoping that the next episode we do see more of Guy, whatever relationship it is that he is having with Ginny, you know, them connecting. Maybe it'll show, you know, maybe 9 months have passed by and now Ginny has her baby. And then we did see James, you know, kind of the creeper husband, you know, going after her, which I loved that shot of him in the carriage. I thought that was a wonderful shot with the green jacket reflecting in his green eyes, and he's just like in the carriage, like trying to get her, you know, like I loved that because we know that that's gonna come to a head at some point in this season. I found it kind of funny. I take it back, I don't say I loved it. I found it really hilarious. And again, a little bit out of touch, a little bit random to me, was when Nan was at the, what do we want to call it? I don't know where those mountains are by the beach, right? Where the cliffs are, the cliffs. And she's just there and James just pops out of nowhere. I'm like, so you're telling me you were walking there and you didn't see him standing there? Like, it was just a little bit crazy. It was a little bit unrealistic to me that he just came out of nowhere and she was just there and he was there. And I'm like, did you not see him when you were walking up? He wasn't hiding. This was a little bit unrealistic and it was just weird to just have that scene there. I'm like, that could have been anywhere. That scene could have happened outside of the fucking castle for all I know. She could have been walking down the street and it could have happened there. So, but again, I think that actor's really good at portraying the character of James, which is a hard character to play, and he is playing it so well because I can't stand him. He is horrible and creepy, and he plays it so, so good. That's how you know an actor's doing his job, because he creeps the shit out of me, and I can't stand him, meaning he is doing really, really, really well. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about with this episode. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I really think this episode was a typical season opener of an episode, you know, whether it be season 1 or season 2 or season 3. The first episode is always a little bit slow because you kind of got to get back into it, the flow of it, set up the characters, set up where they're going, right? So it ends up being a little bit slower than other episodes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where the season goes. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Guy and Nan together, because as I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, I am a team Guy. Sorry if you're not, but I am. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing where the season goes, seeing their relationship, how they get back together, what happens to Theo, when does he find out about the betrayal, what happens to James, when do they leave, does Nan find out that, you know, Aunt Nell is actually her mom, which I think she knows in the pit of her stomach, she knows that that's her mom and that they have some sort of connection, or she knows something's off here. She just hasn't, you know, they're not gonna reveal it yet, but I could tell that she kind of knew. But yeah, guys, tell me, what did you think about this episode? Let me know in a comment below. What was your thought about having Leighton Meester in this episode? How do you think she played the mom part, which I think she was gonna be great. I loved her as the Aunt Nell, aka the mom. I think she did a wonderful job. I can't wait to see more of her, which I don't know how much we're getting of her, but I really liked what we did get. Are you looking forward to seeing more Theo and Nan, Theo and Lizzie, Theo or Nan and Guy? What are you looking forward to for the rest of this season? I'm very, very excited. But guys, if you liked this video, you know what to do. Click that like button, click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, because we all know that if you want to watch these episodes, if you want to be up on top here with me, you gotta click that subscribe button so that you don't miss my future reactions for this season. Also, don't forget, I am going to be covering The Summer I Turned Pretty on here, which comes up in a couple of weeks. Very, very excited for that. So if you don't want to miss out on it, you know what to do. Click the subscribe button. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!